Alright guys, so recently I did the 4-inch to 8-inch upgrade on my truck's radio. I have a 2016 F150. I sourced all the parts online, got the screen, got the APIM, bought on Facebook, got everything that I needed, and did the upgrade. Bought the harness from Alibaba or AliExpress. It was $33. Don't buy them from any of these local websites. It's crazy how cheap it is. Got the media dash for about 150 bucks, give or take. I think it was closer to 125. And then I got a Bluetooth or a wireless CarPlay USB port that is on here as well. Got that from AliExpress as well. That was a little more money. It was 115-ish dollars. So all in, this screen for me and this setup was, let's say, $450 to $500. This is the old dash. Still have it. Going to get rid of it. It's just a matter of when. But what I did is I went ahead and I ordered the CarABC. It was sent for a discounted rate, 30% off, because we're making this YouTube video. But I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to give my 100% honest opinion. It wasn't sent for free. I didn't sign anything, so this is all my actual opinion. So I'm gonna get this dash off. This is the original APIM for the Sync 1 setup. For those of you with a jump seat and a 4-inch screen, you have to go from 4-inch to 8-inch and then the 12-inch. You can't just skip and go Sync 1 to Sync 3 and the 12-inch. So I'm gonna touch on a little bit of that as I go, but I'm gonna start taking this dash apart and then get the stuff downstairs to convert over and blah, blah, blah. So first things first, I'm gonna take off the grill, take off the dash, pull out the APIM with the screen, and then that's all gonna go downstairs. Everything else is already pre-wired. I'm gonna bring the dash with me as well. I'm not gonna show a whole bunch of that, but I will show you the wiring harness once I get the dash open, and I can show you the one that I bought from AliExpress. All right, so I have the screen out. I had to purchase these brackets because this APIM actually came from a Ford Fusion. It's a My 20 APIM, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it had Fusion brackets, so I had to purchase these for the temporary until the CarABC screen came in. This is the harness. It is kind of wired up in there. It has the yellow cable coax, or has the yellow port for the backup camera. I had to buy an adapter that plugged directly into that and then plugged into the main harness for the 4-inch screen. Then I zip tied it together. This is a USB cable that runs down to, don't mind my dirty truck, that USB port. That's how I get wireless CarPlay in here. This is just a factory cable that I bought. That is something down there that I bought from China. That will be linked in the description. These are for the flashers and the traction control, and then everything else basically plugs in. So this goes into the back of the APIM. This and this harness are for the sync module, and it was basically plug and play. There was nothing to it. It was kind of hard because the directions sucked on finding out which plug went where, but so far it's worked perfect. Now I'm going to take the APIM to the basement. I got to take the screen off it. I did order a GPS antenna because if you plug into the factory antenna with a APIM, that a Sync 3 APIM, you're going to get some issues. So this is supposed to go directly into the APIM and it will solve it. And then I will also bring this downstairs, and I'm going to bring my other dash downstairs to see if I want to swap out those volume rockers or knobs or anything like that, just to make it better. I don't know if the one I bought is good, bad, or indifferent, but I'm gonna bring them both downstairs. So I have everything laid out right here. Old parts, new parts. Obviously these vents and covers do not match these. One, I got the black version. I wish I would have got the matching color, but that's fine. But they are going to send new ones of these once they come. I don't even know if I can use these ones. I feel like I can't, but they said they're going to send them at the back or end of the month. The difference is because I have the jump seat, it kind of throws a wrench in things, but either way it will be fine. I'll get by for the next couple weeks. They said end of May is when they would be. It's now June, so I would imagine pretty shortly I should be receiving them. So now I got to do some research because I know the screen has to come off the APIM. It mounts to this bracket. I know all the controls from these boards go into the back here, and so on. So we're gonna keep messing around with it, kind of get her all figured out, and I will shoot intermittent videos. I'm not gonna shoot all. Okay, so now I am going to remove those 9 screws to be able to get to the board, which then the board will go onto the screen itself. Let me get these removed. Okay, so I've got kind of off track. I took the board off the bezel, all the screws that you guys saw, and put it onto this. I took it off as 2 pieces, or as 1 full piece, and put it in there. I connected the 4 screws here for this bottom bezel. I'm putting the board onto the unit. The directions are actually a lot better than I thought. I thought that the 4-inch bezel would have the same board, but I did rob off my buttons from my 4-inch board, so that I didn't have 2 extra buttons for seat heaters that I don't actually have. So I'm gonna continue working on this. Okay, so I'm back in the truck. It is kind of a son of a bitch to put that all together, and I don't really have a good workstation for that. So I do have the wiring harness. There is a adapter that goes from the back of the APIM here that I already plugged into the back of the screen because the factory one is not long enough. They are not very easy to get out. It took 2 people last time. So I'm gonna do this until I break it, or I'm gonna be very gentle and get it out like that. I wish I had the directions because I think it goes this way. Like that, maybe? But I know I need the harness, so I guess I'll do that first. This is an extra USB cable that you're supposed to run to the glove box. I think it's for updating the screen because this white cable goes to the back of the screen. We'll hold off on doing that. This goes to the back of the APIM, I know that. You can kind of see it, but not really. That locks right in place. This will go into the other harness. So I got this harness to the 4-inch harness, and then I got this harness is gonna go to the screen, and then that is gonna plug into the back of the APIM as well. I'm not saying APIM, I'm saying APIM. I also have to plug my USB back in, which is right there. And then that will screw right in to that. Okay, so I have all of the cables hooked up to the back of it. You can kind of see, I didn't do a full comprehensive video like some people have. I don't have all the parts. I'm still missing some dash parts that they're sending out at the end of the month, but everything is plugged in, and except for the lighter plug over there and the trailer plug on this side, which isn't that big of a deal. I'm gonna turn on the truck and see if it works. Let there be light. So this is a screen that will not go away. I have to get that figured out. I gotta update and re-download the software, but it looks like it came up on the first try. Most people have issues because they're not on 3.4 software in your settings. You gotta be on software version 3.4 for the screen to come up the full size right off the get-go. Most people don't do that, so you have an issue. See how mine says CarPlay? I'm already connected to CarPlay, and I don't have anything connected to my phone. You can see that. That's that adapter from Alibaba or AliExpress. I keep saying the wrong thing, but it is a nice experience. You got a bigger screen all around. So I guess from here, I do have to get my buttons. They're in the bezel downstairs, I forgot. But then we're gonna get it buttoned up, put everything back together. Okay, so I have my little helper, Shelby. We got the screen in, it works. I showed you that before. The buttons here had some wiggle to them. It's because I missed some screws that I was supposed to put in. So we're getting ready to mount the actual dash in. I mean, it's pretty freaking cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Would you say you had a screw loose?
I had multiple screws loose. Okay, so we're gonna push this in and hopefully not break anything. All right, guys, so there we go. Not a great video, I know that. CarPlay works, everything up top, all of that works. Dash nozzles or knobs, those all work. The only thing I'm waiting on is the trim pieces. Since this is the jump seat style, it is missing the side trim. They did say that those would ship later, which isn't a big deal. I got the bulk of this done. It did take me, let's say, 3 hours. If I would have not been so excited and followed directions in detail, I probably could have got it done in about 2 hours, 15 minutes, maybe 2 hours. I had to take things off. I noticed the knobs were shaky. I didn't put some screws in, random things like that. But overall, I mean, the experience is 10 times better. They have everything that you need on it. It's a giant screen, and it's way better than the 8-inch, and overall it's better. There are some fitting issues that are not great. Again, I did not get this for free, so I can say whatever the hell I want. You got some odd dash lines over here that are not tight. Definitely down here by the AC unit, your dash does not line up. Could you make it line up? Yeah, but they have something screwed up in the development of it where it does not sit flush. So keep that in mind. It's not a perfect unit. It's a good unit, but it's not perfect. Again, I haven't been on the road, but like the maps being way bigger, way better, all the above, all that's better. It's just a matter of the making it fit and make it look factory is my problem. I was happy with the 8-inch, but then I came from a 4-inch. I've had this truck for 10 years. Should have upgraded to the 8-inch a while ago, but it was very expensive. So I basically have $1,000 into this to get from a 4 to an 8. They did give me a 30% discount. I would say if you already have the 8 and you can get it for about $700 or $800, it's definitely worth it. So this is going on Charley the Plumber's channel just because it'll get more exposure. Subscribe, like, follow, TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Follow along, guys. It's one of the few things in life you get for free, even on the internet. See ya!
Charley the Plumber, that's the name. Living a good life, doing it his way. Oh, come on, folks. Hey, it's Charley.